There's a number shining through, a light to guide your way.
Thank you for joining me. My name is Darcy Lee. I'm the Executive Director of Samaritan South Coast and your host of the 988 Carecast. On this podcast, we explore mental wellness, crisis intervention, and the incredible impact of the 988 Crisis Lifeline. Today, we're talking about something that happens every day on our hotline, something grounded in psychology, but experienced in very human terms. That's cognitive reframing. You may not have heard the term before, but chances are you've felt the difference when someone has helped you see a situation in a new light. When people call 988, they often are overwhelmed by fear, sadness, or a sense that there's no way out of what they're going through. That's where cognitive reframing comes in. In psychology, it's the process of shifting how we perceive a situation. Instead of focusing only on what feels unbearable, reframing allows us to see additional perspectives, strengths, and options that weren't visible before. Our trained crisis counselors use this skill gently and carefully. We never tell callers how they should feel, but we do invite them to notice things they may not be seeing, like times they've gotten through hard situations before or the people and resources they still have around them. For example, a caller may say, "I've failed at everything. Nothing ever works out." Our counselor might respond with empathy and then ask, "Can you tell me about a time in the past when you felt something similar but managed to move through it?" This opens the door to reframing, helping the person recognize that while they're hurting right now, they also have evidence of resilience in their own story. Psychologists have studied this process for decades. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, is one of the most widely researched therapeutic models, and reframing is at its heart. By shifting our inner dialogue even slightly, we can change how we feel in the moment. That's powerful in everyday life, but it's absolutely vital in moments of crisis. One of the things I find most moving about our work at Samaritan South Coast is that these moments of reframing often happen in real time. A caller who begins the conversation feeling hopeless may, by the end, express a sense of relief or even a plan for what they'll do next to take care of themselves. Research shows that 81% of callers to our hotline report reduced distress by the end of their call. That's the power of being heard and gently invited to see things from a new angle. If you're listening today and thinking about how this applies to your own life, here's something you can try. The next time you catch yourself saying, "I can't handle this," pause and reframe it. Ask, "What's one small thing I can do right now to take care of myself?" It doesn't erase the challenge, but it shifts the focus from helplessness to possibility. As always, I want to remind you that 988 is here for you or someone you love anytime, day or night. If you're struggling, you don't have to face it alone. Calling or texting 988 connects you to a trained counselor ready to listen, support, and help you find a way forward. Thank you for joining me for this episode of the 988 Carecast. I'm Darcy Lee, and I'll see you next time as we continue exploring the many ways psychology and compassionate human connection come together through the Lifeline.
When the day feels heavy and the dark clouds start to play, and you're feeling so alone with nothing seeming okay, there's a number shining through, a light to guide your way. Call 988, let hope brighten your day. You might be down, feeling lost or unsure, but a friendly voice is waiting, steady and secure. Resources and listening It's support that's always here. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, no, you're never alone. Whether you stay anonymous or share your name, 24 hours care remains the same. 988 is here to lift the pain. On days when the clouds won't fade and hope feels hard to find, our team will help you find the strength and a clear road to unwind. From a little tap to planning next steps, with warmth that feels so kind. Let 988 remind you, you're precious in heart and mind. When doubts arise and tears may fall, a caring friend is waiting to catch them all. With every call or text, there's support for you, at least a promise of safety and of peace. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat and feel the hope you know. Anonymous or by name, the care is always there. 24/7 support, a love that shows it cares. 988's here to lift the pain. In that quiet moment when life seems too hard to bear, remember there's a lifeline, a friend waiting somewhere. Let your voice be heard, let your heart find the way. There's comfort in connecting, let tomorrow greet a brighter day. If your world feels like a whisper and you're lost in the cry, a caring team is standing by, just a call to testify that every moment matters, every tear will soon run dry. With 988, we're together, reach out and fly. Just 3 numbers away, you're never on your own. Call, text, or chat, let the caring tone be known. Names or numbers, it's your choice, all the same. 24 hours round, always here to ease your pain. 988, turning night into brand new means drum. 3 numbers to call and round is to stay. Remember, you're the one your heart is stay. With hope, help, and heart, just to call